Good evening. For those of you whom I may not have met, my name is Kim Gallo, and I have the honor of being principal of this school. This is one of those nights when it truly is an honor. I'd like to thank the teachers that are in attendance. That is Mr. Boucher, our new Director of Counseling, Mr. Spear, Mr. Prachi, and Mr. Peters, who is somewhere. And I would also like to thank our superintendent, Mrs. Bennett, who is this is one of those nights. President Kennedy said that leadership and learning are indispensable to one another. I'd like to introduce you a little bit to some students who are indispensable to the culture of our school. When we started National Honor Society this year, it was a little bit different than other years because an advisor didn't rise to the surface very quickly. Well, we think it's very important to celebrate this level of scholarship and academia. So I decided to be an advisor, which I haven't done in a very long time, and I've enjoyed immensely. And that's because of the indispensable leadership that you see before you tonight. We had our first committee meeting, and in the time it took us to each eat a few slices of pizza, maybe a few more than a few. Maybe? Okay. Okay, maybe I do tell them, keep eating, there's more. Maybe that happens. In the time that we ate those few slices of pizza, these students had formed committees. They outlined this ceremony for this evening. They talked about plans for a blood drive, and it's, by the way, it's set for May 3rd. And they also talked about the importance of tutoring in our school. When you talk about the pillars, when you hear our students read about the pillars of the National Honor Society, you'll hear all the qualities that I'm talking about that this group of students did naturally. And that is a very wonderful thing. I devised a spreadsheet to keep track of all the little bits and pieces that you need to keep track of with your National Honor Society students. They tutor, they get things done, so on and so forth. That spreadsheet, from about half an hour after the meeting was over, began to fill up with students volunteering with these different tasks. I also asked a couple of students, and they formed their little committee, if they would please design the program that you see for tonight. Not only did I have volunteers right off the bat, they came to my office. They spent probably the better part of 2 hours making sure that everything was right, and everything was done. Mrs. McMillan, our art teacher, made it pretty for them because she's a graphic artist, but it was essentially a very easy labor in getting this done because our students had done so well. They had taken that role and they had run with it. I also asked a student to arrange for each of the mentor speeches that you'll hear. Each of our students are sponsored by one of their classmates, mentored, and they're going to say nice things about them that you will love hearing about your children. Well, about 20 minutes after the meeting was over, the first speech was already written. I think that someone was writing it during the meeting just to make sure and get that out of the way. A lovely speech about a classmate that was heartfelt and that also included personal attention to that student. I think that you can see that I have a lot of faith in this group, and why? Because this is a group that came together and they had their principal for an advisor, which is never a fun thing when you're in high school. Let's face it, who really wants to hang around with the principal? Maybe Mr. Gallo. After that, I can't count on anything. Okay? They did a wonderful thing. Every single time that we met, every single time that I had a box of pizza for them, I got a thank you, a very heartfelt and sincere thank you from every single student that warmed my heart. Everywhere I go, everything that we do, I hear, Mrs. Gallo, can I help you with that? So not only are they very intelligent students, not only do they show leadership qualities, but they take their commitment to service and their responsibility of showing character very seriously. These things will serve you for a long time. And I'm very, very proud of each and every one of you. It really has been a blessing. I'm so happy that no one decided to be advisor this year because I got to do it, and it's a lot of fun, and it will continue to be. One of the things that inspired me also this year is I saw the movie about Mr. Rogers, and I've talked about this before. It really did inspire me, the wonderful things that came from this person that I thought of as a guy on a children's show that I watched when my kids were little. And one thing that he told me I'd like to say to each of you, because I know it suits you so well. Mr. Rogers was talking about when he was a boy, and things on the news would happen that scared him. And they were very disconcerting. And his mother said to him, "Don't worry, please look for the helpers. You'll notice that there's always someone willing to help that's around." That gave him comfort. You will be that helper. You will be that comfort. You will be that support. And you'll do it with wit and intelligence and with grace. It doesn't get much better than you. Thank you very much, National Honor Society. And now to begin, the very handsome and talented Ethan Hibbard.
I light the light of character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as responsibility, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
I light the light of scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success. It can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
I light the light of leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking the initiative in class and school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to attain some objectives. The price of leadership is sacrifice. The willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interest of others. The leader has self-control and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members and to the candidates.
I light the light of service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
I'd like to welcome Jack Pesci, who will start mentoring one of his fellow National Honor Society members.
It is my pleasure to welcome Francesca. Francesca is a diligent and hardworking person who's always pushing herself farther as a student and as an athlete. Being on the same sports team as her, I've seen her enthusiasm and positive outlook rub off on others. She has the ability to always motivate other swimmers, and she even encouraged others to join the team. In the classroom, Francesca excels in all of her challenging classes. Francesca is very kind and is always willing to help others when needed. I believe that Francesca's intelligence, positivity, and work ethic will be a great addition to National Honor Society. Congratulations, Francesca.
I'd like to introduce Gabriella Mato. Motivated, responsible, persistent, and bright are just some qualities that can be used to describe Gabi. Gabi is an active member of Model United Nations and the president of the art club and vice president of her class. Evidently, she shows leadership throughout school activities, which is a significant attribute to the National Honor Society. Although I don't know Gabi well, I have noticed she is a hard worker in class and has great organization skills. Gabi is always willing to take on a challenge on and off the courts and never misses opportunities when given the chance. Gabi is going to be an amazing addition to the National Honor Society. Congratulations.
I'd like to introduce Erin Bailey. I've known Erin since preschool, and for all these years, she continues to prove her motivation, dependability, and positive attitude both in the classroom and out on the tennis court. She is somebody that is always finding ways to improve by pushing herself to new limits. Erin's academic achievement, extracurricular involvement, and contributions to her community put forth a great example to the students here at Chippewa. The sight of her smile and her kind heart will never fail to brighten your day. She is one of the friendliest people I know, and I am so happy to welcome Erin into the National Honor Society.
I'm proud to welcome Sarah Caprolozzi. Sarah has self-determination, a drive for success, and the desire to make this world a better place. She's an excellent student and an even better member of the community. In addition to her academic achievements, which are many, Sarah is a talented artist, has experience playing the piano, and has studied martial arts for many years. In our Chippewa community, Sarah is a natural leader. She connects with and motivates others and can always be counted on for a friendly attitude. On days for me when clubs and commitments have pulled my friends away and left my lunch table empty, Sarah has always welcomed me with a smile. I'm honored to welcome her into the National Honor Society.
It is my pleasure to welcome Brianna Chkowski. Brianna is one of the most dedicated and hardworking students I know. She has always strived to be the best at what she does, and she doesn't stop until she is. She's a leader both on and off the tennis courts, and I am lucky enough to call her one of my best friends. I know Brianna will be a lovely addition to the National Honor Society. Congratulations.
I would like to introduce Jaden Cornwall. I could not be more pleased to have the opportunity to induct Jaden Cornwall into the National Honor Society. Jaden has excelled academically, been a three-sport athlete, and is a person of exceptional character. Playing with Jaden on many baseball teams when we were younger, I was quick to learn that he was always the first to congratulate you on success and the first to pick you up when you needed it. In class, Jaden is always ready to help others with their work, even when he has work of his own. I know Jaden will represent the National Honor Society with flying colors, and I am excited to see what he helps us accomplish. Congratulations, Jaden.
It is my honor to introduce Tarun Crossley. Turn that way. I've known Taryn since she was a baby. I've seen her grow up into this beautiful young woman. Taryn is a leader on the field and in the classroom. She's an amazing field hockey player and always can motivate her team. She is always working hard in the classroom and is always challenging herself with AP and honors courses. And especially in chorus, she's always singing at the top of her lungs. She's an amazing friend and she never gives up. She always knows how to light up a room. It is my honor to welcome Taryn as a new member to National Honor Society.
I'd like to introduce Isabel Eddie. Isabel Eddie is one of the smartest and hardest working students I know. As a part of the Model United Nations Debate and Art Club, Isabel has shown immense leadership in all her school activities. Being a captain of the girls' cross-country team, I noticed her perseverance, strength, and effort throughout the season. I've not only witnessed her determination in athletics, but also in the classroom. Isabel is a person who never gives up in anything, whether it be figuring out how to solve a math problem in her AP stats class or in a tense debate. She is someone you can always turn to for help and is a role model to her peers. Isabel certainly displays every aspect of a committed member of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Izzy.
It is my honor to welcome Carly Gress. Carly is one of the most hardworking, dedicated, and kind people I know. Whether it is in class, on the tennis courts, or more, Carly is always giving 110%. She has always been outstanding in whatever it is she sets her mind to, and I am confident she will be bringing the same dedication, commitment, and kindness to the National Honor Society. Welcome and congratulations.
My pleasure to introduce Bailey Erin. Bailey's one of the most genuine people we have here at Chippewa. Her funny and high-spirited personality could bring a smile to anyone's face. Aside from that, she's a hard worker, demonstrating perseverance both in her classes and in athletics. As a member of both the field hockey and the softball team, she's proven to be a natural-born role model who sees no challenge in stepping up into leadership roles. Bailey makes the Chippewa community a better place for everyone by consistently putting forth great dedication, no matter how small the task. She has all the makings of a leader, and because of that, I have no doubt that she'll be a great addition to Chippewa's National Honor Society. Congrats, Bailey.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Noah Levine. Noah Levine is one of the smartest, most genuine people I know. His ability to give us 100% is shown on the basketball court, tennis court, the soccer field, and in the classroom. His participation in extracurriculars such as Model UN and the Spartan Club have a significant impact on the Chippewa community. And not to mention, he's always smiling. His smile has a profound effect on everyone who is around him. I know that Noah will make an amazing addition to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Noah.
It's my pleasure to introduce Erin McGrath. I have had the pleasure of going to school with Erin McGrath in Region 12 for the past 13 years, and I can earnestly say that she is one of the most positive and engaged people I have ever met. Through volunteering for the Gun Museum and participation in Student Council, Erin epitomizes what it means to answer a call to citizenship. In cross country, she is always a dedicated team member with a drive to support those around her. Her optimistic outlook is refreshing and greatly appreciated as a friend, and her insights into 16th century British royal politics are always fascinating. I am proud to call Erin both my peer and my friend. Congratulations and welcome to National Honor Society.
This is perseverance. Nice job.
I would like to introduce Owen Moore. I've known Owen Moore ever since we played zone soccer together at a very young age. I'm certain Owen will make an excellent fit in National Honor Society. He has made a profound impact in both the Chippewa and Washington communities with his positivity and hard work. This dedication is exemplified by membership in indoor and outdoor track teams, the cross-country team, and Spartan Club, while working hours at the Washington Food Market. In the classroom, Owen has challenged himself with difficult classes and has performed well, being a regular on the honor roll. Owen is also a kind, caring person who his classmates can depend on. I am honored to welcome Owen Moore to this elite group of students.
I'm happy to introduce Sienna Moore. Sienna is an incredible, insightful, and intelligent young woman. Always encouraging others in class, she has impressed me as a kind, engaged student. She's equipped with an impressive work ethic and a drive to succeed. She will make a great member of the National Honor Society. Congratulations.
One more time. One. Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm also happy to introduce Elizabeth Nunzig. Elizabeth Nunzig is the definition of hardworking. I don't know anyone who is as dedicated to everything she does as Liz. I'm honored to bring her into the National Honor Society community, as I know that she will thrive and bring everything she has to the table. I'm lucky enough to have witnessed all of her hard work and dedication to the school and to field hockey in these last 3 years. It was only a matter of time before the National Honor Society saw it too. Congratulations, Liz. I know you will do great things.
Thank you. An example of service.
I'd like to introduce Gwen Noda. Gwen is one of the most honest, responsible, and caring students at Chippewa. Gwen lights up every room with her smile and her contagious laugh. I am confident Gwen will be a superb addition to the National Honor Society. Her work ethic on the field, track, and in the classroom is unbeatable. From the moment I met Gwen her freshman year, I knew that she would be a contributing member of the Chippewa community, and she proved me right. Gwen has an unbeatable drive and focus that rubs off on everyone she interacts with. I'm so pleased to welcome Gwen to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Gwen.
It's my pleasure to welcome Devin ODwyer. Devin ODwyer is the perfect example of a student athlete. I've had the pleasure of knowing Devin since her freshman year. I've not only witnessed Devin's hard work and determination to excel in the classroom, but also on the soccer field. Devin has proved how important it is to not only hold herself to high standards, but also to meet the standards of a Chippewa student athlete. Devin has a very kind, caring, and upbeat personality with a positive attitude who is always willing to lend a hand to those in need and is always guaranteed to bring a smile to your face. I know Devin will contribute great things to Chippewa's National Honor Society, and I'm very honored to welcome her. Congrats, Devin.
It is my pleasure to introduce Nadia Ostrowski. Nadia is a natural-born leader. I met Nadia sophomore year during soccer season. She was a freshman, yet she was always towards the front of the line during pre-practice laps. Nadia is a three-sport athlete and a model student here at Chippewa. She is a model for what an NHS student is and should be. She takes on extra responsibilities when they are presented to her and always makes others around her want to be better. This year, Nadia and I are in the same AP Calculus class, and I can attest through firsthand experience that she is both brilliant and strong-willed. I'm very honored to induct Nadia into the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Nadia.
I'm pleased to welcome Reese Peck. Reese Peck is yet another hardworking member of the Chippewa community. She's well known for her willingness to help others, particularly through volunteer work. She's an active member of the art club and has demonstrated both strength and perseverance academically. She's been described as kind, caring, and humble, three qualities that contribute to her being such a qualified candidate for this program. I can say with confidence that her personality is that of someone who deserves to be in the National Honor Society. Welcome, Reese.
I'd like to introduce Eddie Puskas. Eddie Puskas is a hardworking student with a passion for learning. He pushes himself in school by taking challenging courses such as AP Euro, Honors Pre-Calc, and Honors Spanish. Outside of the classroom, Eddie competes on the school golf team and used to be the girls' basketball manager. Eddie knows that giving back to the community is important, and he has volunteered at the Bridgewater Fair and helps out at the Roxbury Recreation Department with the yearly tractor parade and kickoff summer party. And most importantly, everyone who gets the chance to talk to Eddie describes him as kind, helpful, and caring. This is why Eddie is going to make a great new addition to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Eddie.
It's my pleasure to welcome Lucy Puskas. Lucy is known to be a diligent student and an active member of the Spartan Club, Art Club, and Student Council. On top of her rigorous classes and dedication to these organizations, Lucy has also been a part of the Chippewa varsity soccer team, basketball team, and softball team. As I have had the pleasure of accompanying Lucy on different sports teams and clubs, I can confidently say that her hard work and dedication to everything she's involved in, both in and out of the classroom, is inspiring. Lucy is a role model to her classmates and younger students, and I believe that she will make a great addition to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Lucy.
It's my pleasure to introduce Lily Scher. I've seen Lily as a student, dancer, and as a friend, and in each role, she succeeds. Knowing how diligent Lily is in her classes at school, and then seeing her persistence and focus in the dance studio, Lily deserves all the praise she earns. From AP classes, Mahalo UN, and debate team to winning the most prestigious award as a fine line dancer, Lily's amazing ability to balance her schedule is something I've never seen before. I honestly don't know how she does it. Lily and I have been friends for quite some time now, and I know for a fact that she is always there when I need her. There is no one more deserving of this. I am so grateful to know her, and I'm honored to induct my friend and colleague into NHS. Congratulations, Lily.
It is my honor to introduce Julia Sinatra. I have known Julia for a long time, and throughout this whole expanse, she has always blown me away with her work ethic. She is never afraid to ask questions and refuses to give up unless she has the answer she was looking for. Yet she is always a good and patient friend, whether it be waiting for us at Mahalo UN or helping me to make sense of pre-calc. Her command of progress and potential seems to have no end, and she can even apply the same logic to the pool. Her studying holds the same force as her strokes, swimming harder and faster until she gets the time she has worked so hard for. She is truly an amazing student, athlete, and friend. I know she's going to be an amazing and very important part of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Julia, you've earned it.
It is my honor to welcome Mahalet Steinmetz. I met Mahalo my sophomore year, and she was my little sister for soccer. This was only my second year playing soccer, and I was not good at all. I happened to be one of the JV captains, and I always said that we are a team, so just look at me as a teammate and that we're all leaders. Mahalo definitely has those leadership qualities. She never made me feel like less of a player for not having any experience. Mahalo is so kind to anyone she meets. I always see her working hard in and outside of school. Whether she is on the soccer field or in the classroom, her hard-working and kind personality never stops. I am so happy and proud to welcome Mahalo as a National Honor Society member. I am so proud of you. You truly deserve it.
It is my honor to introduce Annika Vikström. Annika is a very dedicated, hardworking, and thoughtful student and definitely stands out at Chippewa in the most positive way possible. She is very involved in the community by volunteering at the Bridgewater Fire Department and the Bridgewater Library her whole life. Annika has had high honors all of high school, and this year alone, she is balancing 3 AP courses and 2 honors classes. On top of that, she is a 2-sport varsity athlete and is a member of the Model United Nations. Whether Annika is on the field, tennis courts, or in the classroom, she always has the determination to do better. She never just settles and always goes above and beyond with anything she does. I have never met anyone so motivated and disciplined as Ani. Because of everything I have just stated and much, much more, Annika will be the perfect addition, and it is a pleasure to welcome you to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Ani.
We had to rehearse, Annika.
Sorry.
Congratulations, everyone. I feel that I should give the parents a little bit of a insight into the fact that we got candles that aren't the best quality this year, and the kids are graciously overcame that obstacle. But just so you know, it's not really the students, it was the candles. Excuse me.
National Honor Society members, please stand and meet me up here. Like, line up. Yeah. Well, no, behind the candles, yeah.
Behind the parents can take pictures. And then stay there while I do the little closing so it's not a...
And know your right from your left. Am I blocking anyone? Because I don't want to... Tall people in the back, short people in the front. Lily, you need to be in the front. Yeah. Lily, in the front. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society. Okay, I'll break that up. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And I will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Congratulations, you all. I'm going to get out of the way.
Can you tell which part of the evenings we rehearsed and which we didn't have time to rehearse? So anyways, to close the evening, I want to congratulate and thank our new inductees and their families, parents. We thank you for your dedication and patience to your children and your support of our school. Students, we congratulate you on your achievements, your commitment to excellence, and your perseverance. You have shown yourselves to be hardworking and conscientious leaders. I saw a quote last week by Colin Powell that reminded me of you. It said, "If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you must develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception, it is a prevailing attitude." You have developed that prevailing attitude. You are on your way to greatness. I wish you well on your journey. As the evening draws to a close, I'd like to invite everyone for refreshments to take the time to congratulate our inductees and enjoy our time together. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.